So hello, welcome back guys on my channel. So today my video topic is the Zenless Zone 0 tier list changes happening in Pride Event. Why am I making this video? You might be really frustrated about my video schedule that I am just rapidly uploading so many tier list changes. Well, it is not my fault because the games that I cover on my channel is Zenless Zone 0, HSR, sometimes Wuthering or sometimes on other games too. So in here the two patches are totally coming continuously right after one another, because tomorrow was the patch of the 3.1 in Wuthering West, but right now a new patches is dropped in Zenless Zone 0 which is 2.6, and they are also bring back with a new support character. You already know that when However's or any other gacha game bring a support character, this support character tend to be change the whole meta and also revive the old character or some kind of dead character who does not even have any kind of value to this perspective game their current meta. So in here I'm going to talk about what kind of changes they are doing and what kind of dead character or revival or this new support character are going to be really impactful currently in this meta or not. So before talking anything further, let me give you a brief discussion about PrideEvent.gg. I already talked about many times in my other tier list video, but this is your first time watching my video on this channel. I guess it is my duty to give you a brief discussion about it. So PrideEvent.gg is a huge website for this kind of tier list making and also guide making for various types of gacha games, but mostly they do is a However's and also Wuthering West games. Most of the time their take create a controversy between the gacha community, but in However's case their take is based, because as a day one player from the Zenless Zone 0 I can confirm that most of the time their placement of the new character is pretty much valid and pretty much on a stake. That's it, that's I can confirm you, and that's all you need to know. That's it. So before anything further, let's see what kind of things they are doing, and their new character which is already coming up, already live in this server of Zenless Zone 0, which is named the Shuna, and she is a physical support character. So from the leakers I already heard that she is going to be the most broken character, not only broken character but a dedicated support character for our previous White Hunter, which is the Ye Shungwa. You already know that how much she powerful and how like a change the whole meta of this game states. Why it is happening? It is not even like a very shocking things, because she's a White Hunter. White Hunter is one kind of a like a Archon types of character, or you can say if you are one of those Wuthering West player, they are considered as a Sentinels type of character who is the better of among the all the normal characters that existing in this game. So without further ado, let's start the video, and also let's start the topic which I am going to react where they place the Shuna, which is a new support character. Okay, first of all there are some kind of a changes update and also red alert mark. I'm not going to see the update change log, because if I see the change log and update things right now, they are going to spoil the whole things that we are trying to make here. Okay, for the apex tier character, boom, damn bruh, Shuna, she is in tier 0 character. Okay, this is not even a really surprising thing, but very surprising thing is that Miyabi is back to again tier 0. Well, she was tier 0.5 because she is not even performing to the current meta and cannot even like output her max potential. Well, she is a first White Hunter character and she released like almost 1.5 years ago, and you already know that the more the character grows older, the more they are going to lower back down from their current meta. And it is surprising to see that Miyabi is dominating to the game's states and don't even care what kind of meta are shifting towards or other things. The shielding meta, if the game is providing any kind of shielding meta to some other particular characters, if I talk about just like the Wush one, which is a like a sheer or like a ether character, Miasma mechanics character, Miyabi also shine there by her brute force. That's how powerful Miyabi is. So you don't have to think about how much powerful the Miyabi is. I guess this is the first character, not actually first character. There are other characters who's also powerful, but in HSR I cannot even compare it to HSR to Zenless Zone 0, because HSR released so many characters in a single patch, but Zenless Zone 0 does not. So the power cube is tend to happen in there very much faster than any other rest of the However's game. So in case of Miyabi, her teammate is consist around like a Yanagi and also Yuzuha. So this is the most premium Miyabi team, and this team is also slaps harder than ever. Is she even going to be benefited for Shuna? I guess I don't think so, because they are already mentioning that she is a partner for Yeshua. That's the main thing. But how is she is like a top tier character? Well, I guess we have to know the changelog, but I'm not going to see the changelog right now. I'm going to see what kind of character is going up and what kind of characters have their previous changes. That's the main thing. So first and foremost thing is that no other characters have been changed. Expect the Miyabi. She is tier 0.5 in the previous patch. Now she is tier 0, and they just put a watch list for the Lycon. So first and foremost thing is that in here watch list means they are trying to test him to this current meta. Is he even deserve this tier 1, or is he even more than deserving like tier 0.5, so or like a more lower than the tier 0 tier 1. So that's they are totally testing right now. So the other characters who is also Haramusa, he is also in the watch list. They are trying to test it out. Is he even deserving more or deserving less? The other things they are trying to mention here is not even that of a big deal. So I guess there is nothing to see which character is dropped down massively, which character is not. Besides then that the P6 they are mentioning in the character icon. This is a kind of a, you can say, the extra buff they are providing into this game. They were trying to like and introduce to us a new buff mechanism which was introduced in a 2.5, which is the Yoshungang patch, and you can even farm those material, upgrade material by through playing the weekly and also other doing some kind of a divergent universe or like a simulated universe type of things. You can even get those material by grinding through insane amount of times. That's not even the main thing. The main thing is that why is she even tier 0? Let's see the review of her and also the team synergies of her. Before talking anything further, the team synergy is going to be the Yeshungang, because they already told their partner section that she is the best partner for the Yeshungang, which is the Void Hunter for physicals. And let's see the review. First and foremost thing is that she's an endgame tier 0 character. For the pros, a relatively undiluted buff offering that is a compatible with most attackers, all the while being very easy to play. Okay, so as you already know that I already played on her history, she is actually very easy to play. Like if I just compare to any other character, the other character is going to be Astra Yao. Astra Yao, she as a supporter, she does not provide anything else, just being an off-field and also quick assist things. All she does, all you have to do is press her skill button and that's it. That's all her being on the team. Other than that, she does not even value anything else. Her gameplay is totally providing the huge amount of buff and huge amount of ultimate damage and energy requirement to the whole team member. Other than she does not even do anything else. She's totally like a team support. Okay, that's the first point. Second point is absolutely good teams that need frequent Ether Veil activation fills in a niche for endgame buff requirements. So Ether Veil is not even a universal kind of a buff. That's only works for our Yeshungang, because she is the only character existing to this game who has the Ether Veil kind of mechanics. So I guess this is the best option. If they are try to release any other character beside than the Ether Veil, I guess she is also going to be the premium support for that particular team. Okay, for the third point is often better or at least on par with other premium supports for many attackers. Okay, she does not even only provide only Ether Veil, but other buffs is also going to be good for every other attackers. If I going to be saying that the Evelyn and also the SNB and other etc characters too. For the fourth point, forgiving skill that stat threshold requirements being inexpensive to build get drive disk for. Okay, I don't get the fourth point. If you just understand this fourth point, I guess let me know in the comment section. For the fifth point, no, there's a joking and that's it. Okay, for the cons, let's see. The first cons is restricted to a small set of agents, attackers, same factions, which limits how flexible she can be as a support. So first and foremost thing is that they already told in their pros for the third point that she's going to be really good for the attackers and also going to be really premium support for many attackers. But in their cons, for the first point, they are mentioning that she is only for the same faction characters. I don't get it. If she is going to be really very premium supports for many attackers, then how is she is really restricted for certain faction characters? Damn, Pridewin, you just messed up right now. Okay, the second point is can be very overly dependent on her signature weapon. In some teams with a low base energy, regain rate is demanding to work around. Okay, first and foremost thing is that her main damage or main buff comes from her ultimate. If she does not even have a good amount of energy requirement, then I guess she cannot even perform the ultimate and the DPS loss will be much higher. So in that case, W engine or like a signature engine can be really helpful in that case, but you can even fix it by your good amount of relics. That's it. Third point is the stun damage multiplier buff is a sizable portion of her power budget, meaning she can struggle in double DPS or double support teams. Okay, for the third point they're trying to say is that her stun damage multiplier is not even that high. So if you really want to use her on a particular team, then you have to have a stun character alongside with her. Without the stun character, she cannot even going to be provide the much stun as by herself. So I guess this is the third point they are trying to say, and the fourth point is another joking point, is a no way. The review that they are trying to say is that basically main thing, she is actually really perfect support for Ye Xiong'an because her total support capabilities is based on her Ether Veil damage, and which is the main damage comes from the Ye Xiong'an, who is our new or recent Void Hunter. I guess that's it. They are not even releasing like a premium or like a overall universal support character just like the Astra Yo when she was released. She is actually really premium support for every other DPS character, as same as goes for the Dialin. She's not even only a stun character, but she's also going to be really helpful for doing lots of ultimate and also giving you a huge amount of attack and also defense rate buff. After reviewing her total things, I guess she is just another Lucia, who is also really gated towards our Yu Shuang, who is also a miasma types of or like a sheer rapture Void Hunter. That's totally tend to happen because when the Yu Shuang was released, she was released with Jufufu, but another character was need to be done to fulfill her premium tier. That was none other than our Lucia. And same goes for Yu Shuang, was released with a free 5-star support character, but she's not even complete with a premium character where every other character is a limited one. In that case, Suna is totally replace that Zhao and complete the premium character for the Yu Xiong'an. So I guess that's all for this video. If you like it, leave a like, and if you have any kind of comments towards the placement of this Suna in this Pridewin list, please leave a comment in this comment section. Hope to see you again in the next video. Peace.